Deaf and Tribe, what up, what up? We back at it. We back activated. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Go subscribe to the tribe and turn your notification bell up to all so you don't miss none of this game that I'm dropping on your brain. Do you dig what I'm saying? Also, if you are new to this tribe, if you are new to this family, let me know where you from in the comments. It don't matter the continent, the country, the city, the state, the town. I like to be tapped in with y'all. You are not a subscriber. You are my extended family. You are now a tribe member, all right? So tap in. Now, the word for the day is accountability. We all have been this person before, or you know somebody that feel like they shit don't stink, or feel like when they say something to somebody, it's based on their stock of knowledge or their maturity on how they react. But sometimes it's how we say something, not what we say. We could be saying something that's very clever, that's very helpful, that's very beneficial, knowledgeable to some that they can use. But guess what? How we say it, it may be kind of careless. It may be kind of nonchalant. So we got to switch it up. And I've been that person. I've been that person that's pointed the finger. Hey, it's your fault I'm running late. It's your fault I missed this opportunity. It's your fault that this happened to me. And guess what? When I look back at it, when I rewind, it was nobody else's fault because I'm in total control of the positive things and the negative things that happen in my life. So don't be somebody ignorant enough to think that, okay, the manifestations come because of you. Your reality switching and being a more positive lifestyle is because of you. But the negative things that happened prior to you getting into this newfound state of thinking, it wasn't because of you. Nah, it was because of you. It wasn't your mom. It wasn't your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your brothers, your sister, your grandpa, your grandma. It wasn't your neighbors. It wasn't your close friends. It wasn't the people that was a part of your environment. It was you. It was how you were growing, when you were growing, and what you were paying attention to during these times that you were supposed to be learning a lesson. So a lot of the times when we point the finger, we are doing ourselves a disservice simply because we are now taking more time to become a better person. Do what Michael Jackson said. Y'all heard the song. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. You got to go look at the man in the mirror in order to change everything that goes around you. You cannot look at everybody around you and say, you need to change. You need to change. You need to change. You need to change. No, you got to be accountable for the friends, for the people, for the ones that you talk to and say that you love. So if you feel like they need to change, the reality is you need to change. And the reason that I say that is because a lot of people have access to you right now, right? So people can get to you via the internet. They can get to you via your phone, via text message, anything, email, social media outlets, right? Well, if they're getting to you at any time and they could say anything to make you feel a certain way, whether it be happy, whether it be sad, whether it be excitement, whether it be depression, stressed, anything, if they can alter your mind, that means that you lack control over yourself. You lack control over your time, over your energy, over your accessibility, right? So you got to take control of that. You can't say, why did you text me with this bad news? Why did you call me with this bad news? Remember, like I told you in the videos, a couple videos back where I said somebody called me with bad news? It was on me. I had to change my number. That was on me. That was something of me being accountable for the people that I set out to be friends with, that I've been cool with over these years. Okay, it's not their fault that they keep coming with negative energy. It's my fault that I keep allowing them. So that's a form of accountability. If I'm saying, hey, bro, you made me late. Why? Because you ain't picked me up until 5 and I was supposed to be at somewhere at 5:30. Well, it looks like you need him for a ride or you need her for a ride to get you somewhere at 5. So how about you be accountable and say, you know what? I appreciate you for coming, for taking out time to even get me from point A to point B. But the accountability factor is you need to get a car. You need to get on your grind so you cannot put your future in these people's hands. It's all in your hands. So you get, if you write your goals down and you say, I want this, I'm going to get this, and it starts to happen, you know that you're speaking this into existence. But you also got to be accountable for the things that you have going against you, trying to speak something great into your life because of your lack of knowledge, because of the circumstances that you put yourself in, not circumstantial situations, but you continue to bask and live in these situations that you call your circumstances, but it's not. It's familiarity. You've been around this situation your whole life. You've been around these people your whole life. You've been around this environment your whole life. So we got to take accountability. If I say something to somebody and it's off, or I see their reaction is a little bit off, or they're confused, that's on me. I now have to stop. Okay, let me bring this back. Let me talk to you in a manner that you may hear it, or it can correspond with you, or it can connect with you. The way that it can connect with you, the proper way, to where you don't feel like I'm talking at you or I'm talking down to you. No, I want to make sure that you can get this energy. You can get this information. We can talk with each other. We can connect and then we can come to a solution or a resolution in the end. But if I'm talking at somebody, if I'm yelling at somebody, if I'm being disrespectful, if I'm being somebody that doesn't care about how they feel, then guess what? That shows about how I feel about myself. And I got to be accountable for that. Because if I don't notice that and I feel like there's nothing wrong in this situation, then I have nothing to change. So if I talk at you, if I yell at you, if I'm speaking disrespectful, but what I'm saying does have substance, it's just the way that I say it, then I got to be accountable for that. I got to learn how to speak a certain way. I got to learn how to act a certain way. I got to learn how to treat people because it's not just about you. So a lot of people feel like it's just about them and the way that they think, the way that they talk, the way that they operate. So they treat people such as. And guess what? They don't have a lot of people around them, or they don't have the right people around them. Because if you are somebody that speaks a certain way, or you act a certain way, and nobody can tell you anything, or you feel like it's perfect, or you feel like the way that you say it is the right way and nobody else's way is right, then that means that you have no area to get better. You have no area to change. You have no area to increase, to elevate. Everything that you have is already perfect. It's already right. You're uncoachable, you unteachable. That means that those humans that I'm speaking about, they lack accountability. Because they can do something to somebody and they will blame it on that person. You made me mad at you. You made me hate you. You made me do this to you. You made me do that to them. That's how people look when they lack accountability. So don't be that person. You want to be the person that goes and looks in the mirror and says, oh man, I was tripping. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have signed this contract. I shouldn't have made this move. I shouldn't have took this job opportunity. I had another one that was better. They were calling, but they said it would be about 2 more weeks. I was impatient. So you missed out on an opportunity that was better because you settled for something that you needed at that time or you thought that you needed. You could have went into prayer. You could have went into meditation. You could have thought deeply on what you really want and if you needed to make that move, or was it something that you were trying to buy? Was it something that you were just trying to go take part in because you felt like you were doubting yourself with the other gig? You know, that's accountability. You got to tell yourself, okay, you've been doubting yourself, so this is why you are here. But it's okay because you could think your way up out of that situation. But it got to start with accountability. You got to look yourself in the mirror first. And you are accountable for the people around you, the people that you spend time with, exchange knowledge, information, energy with. You got to be accountable for how they act, how they talk, and how they treat others as well. This is why you have situations where you, your homie, or somebody you know may have went out with a group of people. They randomly got into it with another group of people, and the people that you know or you may have been a victim. You want to know why? Because you weren't supposed to be with this group of people. While you were over there working on yourself, they were over here getting into it, having negative energy, talking shit with this other group of people. So you are caught by surprise, or your people caught by surprise. You go out with these people, they get into it, you're looking like, what just happened? You're accountable now. So you got to make sure that your friends group is on point, or y'all are aligned. You can't be forcing it. You got to hold them to a certain standard. If you were telling them, hey, bro, you need to develop a sense of accountability within you so that you can be cautious of the things that happen in your life. I'm working on myself. You need to be doing the same thing. If you got goals and they don't, if you working on certain things or striving for something and they not, well, you got to give them a choice, an ultimatum. If they hanging with people that you know dislike you or hate you, this supposed to be your close friend, your best friend, your partner, or you in a relationship with this person, whatever it is, you got to make sure that they know, hey man, you either with them or you over here. It's easy, but you take accountability from there on, and you make them develop a sense of accountability within themselves as well. You don't let them just make it. You don't let them just straddle the fence. You make them stand on something, make them be definite about something, just like you are. But we got to take accountability. Because once you do that, you will level up. Once you start to believe in what you are doing, you have consequences. Certain things come out, they're blessings. This is all from you. Everything that you put out in your life is from you. Everything that's happened thus far is from you. You will start to have a better life. You will start to see a better outcome. But we got to start having accountability. Once you look in the mirror and say everything good and everything bad that has happened to me is totally my fault, you will have a greater outcome because you'll know the power that you hold. You won't put it in other people's hands. And when you don't put it in other people's hands, there's no room for you to point the finger of blame, all right? Now, if you are new to this tribe, if you are new to this family, welcome to this tribe, welcome to this family. We greatly appreciate you. Like I keep telling y'all, follow the new Instagram. It's at Abdullah Rezal, at Abdullah Rezal. The link is in the description. Make sure you turn your notification bell up to all so you don't miss none of this game that I'm dropping on your brain. Do you dig what I'm saying? Now, stay hungry, stay healthy, Stay ready to keep from getting ready. And until next time, Deaf and Tribe, I'm out. Peace.